Of course, the title is clickbait and you fell for it. You're bad. But I will reveal the secret sauce that makes predictions true. Alright, before getting into that, I think I need to answer a major question. What right do I have to predict what's going to happen this year? Hey, welcome to South of Cosmos. I do deserve to predict. Just like the 8 billion people around the world, everybody, all of us have a right to predict, and we have the ability to predict. So, no questioning that, right? So, let's get started with the predictions. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to look at what happened over the last year and see how our sensibilities have evolved and how we are going to approach life, work, relationships, etc. So, what are the areas that I like to talk about or I like to predict about? Jobs, education, culture. So let's start with jobs. So what does 2024 have to offer to us in terms of jobs, employment? The striking breakthrough that happened the last year happened in the last quarter, I guess, of 2023, which was the emergence of generative AI or ChatGPT in particular. We had a lot of them, we had Bard from Microsoft, Gemini from Google, but the name that was running around everywhere or everyone's lips was ChatGPT everywhere. And so 2024 is going to be a year of automation, a year of artificial intelligence, and a year where learning has to be very quick, and it has to be, the curve is going to be really steep. And why is it really steep? Because many of us haven't taken it easy and imagining that, yeah, it's going to happen, but it's already there. People are already, almost every other person that I know is using ChatGPT. Students, right from students all the way to professionals, they use ChatGPT, right? So AI is going to be a big presence in all our jobs. Predictions regarding AI tell that artificial intelligence is going to really kind of seep into, or going to make its presence felt somewhere closer to 2028. That's about 4 years from now or 5 years from now. And in that sense, many of us might feel that it's a relief. AI is not going to come in such a way that it's going to be the devil that's going to eat up jobs all over. No, it's not going to be like that. It will definitely have a say. It'll make our work more productive. Education. I've been in this domain for a long time, okay? I'm talking about the corporate world. And the word that is more popular there is learning or training. And I think that is probably the best term for that, because the word education has some sort of heavy connotation about an institutional life. And I've personally been, in interview panels, and I've interviewed fresh graduates through mid-level managers or mid-level executives, and I remember what the eligibility criteria that we had earlier and how it has come down. When I look at job postings right now, how it has, the academic qualification part has come down and it's been diluted to the point where if you have the skill and if you can prove it, you have the job. So learning is going to be big. So who are the people who are going to be into learning? All of us. Every other person who's running the kitchen learns stuff every day. He or she has YouTube open, learns about tips, learns about how to preserve this or make this or use these gadgets and tools properly, the best way to do it. And we seek out the best in the world, and we are already adapting into it. What does entertainment and culture have in store for us? So Entertainment, how is that going to change, and how will that change in 2024? Again, the signs of the change were already there in the previous years, especially during the pandemic. Our approach towards entertainment at big places has changed, and we love to go to malls and spend time there, but it's not as much a pull, or it's not as much an exotic or a thrilling thing as it was before. So the amount of options that we have right now are so it's so wide that people have become more realistic, and they've kind of become more comfortable with themselves. So as I was telling, people have become more comfortable with themselves, and this is going to be a big barrier that any creator has to break. When you're watching something on YouTube, your attention span in seconds. When you're watching something on Instagram, again, seconds. Or the kind of props that you use, filters that you use, right? All of these things, the keywords that you're able to promote and project, all of these things become very critical, and it's become very definitive, right? A theater experience needs to have this. An Instagram reel needs to have this, right? A YouTube shorts better be like this, right? I mean, the world is coming to an agreement with regards to standards of enjoyment and entertainment. And the whole world is tuning themselves towards those and kind of coming to an agreement, okay, this is how it should be. So that's the way that the world has evolved. So 2024 is a year that you're going to see a lot of movie makers and with creators fine-tuning their efforts, their products, their creations to fit these expectations in terms of the duration, the keywords, and the elements in their creations. People who are not yet there, I would say that they better get sucked into the mainstream. So now, I did promise that I will give you the secret sauce that makes predictions come true. It's the same logic that works with self-fulfilling prophecy, or it's about how much you remember about what I said. So, if you remember my words and you remember them at different times throughout 2024, and something happens around you, and you'll make a connection between what I said and what happened right in front of you, that is how my predictions will come true. So with that thought, I'm going to leave you for 2024, right? I'll be meeting you soon with the next video. But I know that it's going to be a tough year, just like how 2023 was and 2022 was and all the years before this was. And it's just that, the uncertainty that it brings along with it, and my fear of having to learn new things, that is what's making 2024 scary. I'm sure that I'm going to lose my comfort zone. I'm sure that I'm going to have to sacrifice a lot of, creature comforts that I'm happy with, and I will have to shed my inhibitions. I rather try out new things. I'm going to fail at a lot of new things, and I think that is how 2024 is going to be good for me, in spite of my own predictions of I'm going to go through a hell lot of change. Hope you do too, right? We'll meet you again. Bye for now.